The next thing we're gonna dissect is Saint 70. Jesus said, that which you have will save you if you bring it forth from you. That which you do not have within you will kill you if you do not have it within you. That means that if you have it internally, you get saved. And if you don't have it internally, it's gonna kill you. Let's start with the negative one. If you don't have it, it will kill you. Let's say you want a beautiful relationship, progress in your career or your business, or just want more money. What not having those will make you feel? Well, it's making you stressful. You have doubt, you're anxious, you're overthinking, and you're consistently sad by not having those. And the result of that is you're resonating with the emotion of the devil. Because you don't have it, you feel like you're in hell. Because you consistently feel those negative emotions. And that's what Jesus meant when it says it will kill you. The more you feel those emotions, the more you resonate with the devil, you're gonna send yourself to hell. And that's where you're gonna get killed. But on the other end, if you have a beautiful relationship, if you have the career or the job that you want, and also you have the amount of money that you wish to have, eventually you'll be grateful, you'll be happy, you'll feel joy, you'll be at peace, you'll have serenity. And those are the emotions of God. Now you're gonna resonate with heaven. Heaven is not a cosmic place in the afterlife. It is a state of mind. And then eventually, once you feel like you're in heaven, once you feel the emotion of being in heaven, it will save you. That's what he meant by what you have will save you. And now you're wondering, I want a beautiful relationship, but how can I have a beautiful relationship if I don't have it? I want more money. How can I have more money if I don't have it? Well, you need to change your definition of having. Because there's actually two definitions, the spiritual definition and the physical definition. The spiritual definition is imagination plus emotion. The physical definition is anything that you can interact with 5 senses. Just because you don't see it, don't mean it doesn't exist. On the physical world, yes, but guess what? It's the spiritual and the mental that create the physical. So you have to use your imagination and your emotion in order for you to give it to yourself internally. Because if you don't give it to yourself internally, eventually you're gonna consistently feel those emotions and you're gonna send yourself to hell. I have a whole video that explains the emotion of the devil and the emotion of God. It's called Lust is Not a Sin. I will put that in the description as well. I'm just explaining you this concept with more details, but this is basically the summary. Those are the emotion of the devil, those are the emotion of God. Whoever resonates to, that's what's gonna dictate your life. This physical arena, it's a mental game. You beat and get everything mentally first, and then the physical will just follow. So the way to not resonate with the emotion of the devil, which will eventually kill you, you have to give it to yourself first. You have to use your imagination and your emotion in order for you to change the physical. That's your only way. That's why in the Bible it says, do not judge by appearance, judge by righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is the spiritual world. Mere appearance is the physical world. You judge with the physical world, you're gonna get wrecked all the time. And the way you give it to yourself, imagination plus emotion. Your imagination alone or your thought alone is not gonna do the work. You have to need emotion into it. That's why also the Bible say, protect your heart because life flows from it. The only language of the subconscious mind is emotion. The reason for that is your emotion is energy in motion. It's your energy in motion that's gonna create your vibration. Your identity and state of consciousness are formed upon those vibrations. It's from your state of consciousness, your identity, that you're gonna act from, and you act, then reality will change. The problem is most people, they're always trying to take action. They wanna take care of that new business, they want that new girl or that new guy, they want that progress without even progressing internally first. And guess what? You're only operating here. Since, let's say, emotion already cooked, you're never gonna be able to change it despite the action you're taking. Because from the start, you're already in hell. And your only way to go to heaven is to start resonating with the emotion of heaven. And that's gonna lead to all the chain of events that's gonna eventually change your reality. It's just as simple as that. So you have to give it to yourself first. If you don't give yourself what you want, it will eventually kill you. You resonate with the emotion of the devil. You will feel like you're in hell. That's why you hear a lot of people, I'm going through hell, man. Well, because they're resonating with those emotions. They don't really have to burn or anything like that, because hell and heaven are just state of mind. You gotta give it to yourself in order for you to be saved. You gotta give it to yourself in order for you to resonate with the emotion of God, which is heaven. That's why Matthew 6:33 says, seek ye first the kingdom, and then these things shall be added unto you. You seek first those emotions. By using your imagination, it's the internal that's gonna alter the external. In Mark 11:24, it says, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and then you will have it. Believing that you have received it is giving it to you internally, spiritually. Imagination plus emotion. Even in Matthew 25:29, it says, For whoever has, more will be given to him, and he will have abundance. But for whoever does not have, even when he has, it will be taken away from them. And do we understand that? He is by embodying the definition of having spiritually. If you don't have it spiritually, you're not gonna have it externally. And even if somewhere or somehow you get it externally, but you still don't have it internally, you're gonna lose it. So give it to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you don't need that relationship. Stop telling yourself that you don't need that amount of money. Stop telling yourself that I need to be humble and just keep my job or my career. No, just acting like that will make you resonate with the emotion of the devil. You're gonna send yourself to hell. Jesus said it. What you don't have will kill you. Have here is the spiritual definition. But if you have it, it will save you. Give it to yourself by using your imagination and your emotion. And eventually, you will have it externally. Internal first, external later. You want a beautiful relationship? Imagine yourself with that girl or that guy consistently as soon as you wake up and just before going to sleep. You want that amount of money? Imagine what that amount of money will buy you. Imagine what you will do with that money. And do it as soon as you wake up and just before going to sleep. Fall asleep on it, wake up on it. You want that job or that career? Imagine what your close one, your friends or family will tell you as soon as you get that bad career. That's why you're gonna bring those emotions up. And I have a specific technique on this. The video is called, I think, Hidden Teachings of Jesus in the banned book, something like that. I'll put it in the description. But it's just the video before this one. And it gives you exactly the techniques on how to get there. So please, give it to yourself. I didn't say it. Jesus said it. If you're not listening to me, at least listen to what Jesus said. Because that's exactly how to save your life. Last thing we're gonna talk about